what we might call the South-South flows, Asia to Africa, Asia to Latin America, and intra-Asia, a lot of business being generated off the back of China and India growing as strongly as they are. And that's changing the pitch, and it plays to the strength of an HSBC, where we're clearly very strong in Asia, we're across many countries. But that sort of South-South or emerging trade flow, we think is going to become more important in the next few years, as opposed to the more traditional developed market, emerging market trade flows that we've seen in the past. Well, firstly, we're not seeing any diminution in the competitiveness of our major competitors. The big banks, strong and weak, are still here, and they're still aggressively fighting for transaction banking business, whether it's cash or securities or trade. What we're also seeing is renewed interest or new interest from the domestic banks. Already the regional banks in Asia, as an example, were already involved in transaction banking, but we're now seeing some of the large domestic banks also becoming very interested in transaction banking because they've seen the value it brings to their business. It's a P&L, strong annuity business, a high ROE, low use of capital. It's a sensible business to be in. Whether that interest continues, given the requirements to invest heavily in systems and be in the scale game, that's a different issue. That's a longer-term play, but certainly in the short term, competition is intense. We're seeing, as I said, from domestic, regional and multinational banks. Clearly, sitting here in Hong Kong, one or two of the big Chinese banks have become increasingly prominent, particularly in China, but thinking and talking about coming outside China in transaction banking. The Malaysian, Singaporean banks have strong capability on a regional basis. And one or two Australian banks are beginning to also now push out into the Asian region in terms of transaction banking, making a play for this space. But I would say it is a scale game, and it's all very well having a rep office or a small office in a country, but it's the ability to provide coverage, the ability to talk and influence regulators. Those are the things that I think matter if you want long-term success. I think that's a critical question to the success of our business. I talk to corporate treasurers of big multinationals, and they say, Andrew, we like what you offer in one region, Asia. We'd like to see the same quality offered in another region. Clearly that's sometimes quite difficult if you have different broad infrastructures in those different regions. We recently appointed a global head of client experience for PCM, our cash management business, whose sole responsibility is to bring global consistency across the piece for these big corporate treasurers. The benefit of that to the smaller companies, those standards at the highest level will filter down into the lower level customers, people who are slightly smaller, who aren't looking for global consistency because they're only regional or domestic. But you have to have technology to facilitate, so that you can make inquiries and see what's happening to transactions and see whether they've hit accounts or gone through to the other bank or whatever. You have to have well-trained staff who know how to handle clients. It's not just a processing job, it's actually an account servicing job. And you have to be able to share the ideas and the successes in one region, and the failures as well, learn from them into other regions and other countries. So it's an absolutely critical piece of our business, and without it we would undoubtedly fail, regardless of how much we spend on technology.
Is customer service sort of like the make or break component, would you say?
It's a necessary part of any deal, because you can spend years building up reputations, you can lose it in seconds if you handle a transaction badly. And that's absolutely the view that I'm trying to instill across all my team. It's not hard, they all understand that, they're trying to succeed as well.